What is happening, mediocre people of YouTube? No tripod with me today, so we're going old school wrecker style. If you can see me, great. If you can't, oh well, probably don't want to look at my ugly mug anyway. So what I'm here to talk about, I'm going to try for you guys. I will try. I will try. I can guarantee you that. I cannot promise anyone anything, but if I tell you I'm going to try to do something, I will try to do it. I can promise you that much. So, what I'm here to talk to you about is that Terry and the children of the neighborhood have been spending inordinate amount of time at his house. That's not what I'm here to talk to you about, but that is a topic. This morning I'm on my way to do my thing, and I stopped in the gas station this morning, and they had a bunch of skull caps out, and I noticed, because I just got back from Florida, what I noticed was, ain't no rebel flag skull caps in this location, you know, and it's because up here in Michigan, in the north, they have made it about race, okay? They have, and in a lot of places, they have beat it into people's heads that the rebel flag, I'm not saying the Confederate flag, I said the rebel flag, because if you really look up the definition, it'll tell you all about it. They have beat it into your heads. Wherever you live, if you think the Confederate flag or the rebel flag is a statement of racism, you live in an area where they've beat into your head that it is about race. It's not! Breaking news! Breaking news! The rebel flag is not a statement of racism or white supremacy or anything else. When you're down in Florida or a lot of the other southern states, Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Carolinas, you see rebel flag skull caps everywhere. You see rebel flags everywhere. You see black dudes wearing rebel flag skull caps. You see black dudes with rebel flags on the back of their car. It is a southern thing. It has nothing to do with race. It's about southern pride. And even though the North won the Civil War and we all became the United States of America, there's a pride in the South that does not exist in the North. My opinion, you know, first time I went past that Mason-Dixon line, I felt like I was where I needed to be. I was probably 10, 12, 13 years old, something like that at the time. First time I went down south, I think it was really the first time I got into Tennessee that I just noticed the more laid-back culture and the less pissy culture than we have here in the North. The North is a very pissy culture that is always looking for a reason to become offended with what someone else is doing. In the South, people don't really seem to worry about what other people are doing so much, you know. They worry about themselves, and that's about it. So, you know, you get the news broadcast in the South, you know, versus the news broadcast in the North. It's two different worlds, you know. Up here, like I said, you know, the rebel flag, it has been beaten into your brains that the rebel flag has something to do with white supremacy and racism. And, you know, people down south, they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Now, you know, they took down a bunch of our Confederate memorials in the last several years, which is total fucking bullshit. I mean, it's basic common sense in humanity that if we forget our past, we're doomed to repeat it. So when you take down our Confederate memorials, that's how I saw it. When they took down those Confederate memorials, it was just, you're trying to erase our history. You're trying to erase our past, which means if you do that and you bring up a generation, they are doomed to repeat it. And I'm starting to see that, like right now, it's almost like this coming generation coming in right now is doomed to repeat it, because racism has been beaten into their heads. It's been beaten into their heads when it comes to black people, that you're supposed to treat black people differently because they're black, and that goes, it's mostly in the United States here for my viewers across the pond, mostly it pertains to black people. But depending on the political climate, it could also, it could be Asian people, whatever the flavor of the day is, depending on what shade your skin color is. The politics here in the United States can get bent on a racism bender, but mostly it's about black people. They're teaching right now that you're supposed to treat black people differently because of their skin color. They're also teaching you that you should, even whether you're a male or a female, you should actually explore that and decide for yourself what sex you actually are, which is just absolute, it's just insanity. As well as a whole bunch of other things. But we'll focus on the main topic here, which is race. And you guys who watch my channel, you know how I feel. People are people are people, no matter where you go, no matter where you come from. You sit down with some people and maybe have over a meal or whatever, and you find out that everybody's pretty much the same. We all want better life for our kids, better school systems. We want to earn enough to provide for our families, yada, yada, yada. It's all pretty much the same no matter where you go. But here in the United States, of course, it's just, it is incredible. And people that watch my channel from the United States understand this. But people that are not from the United States, you guys have no idea what it's like here when it becomes about black people, okay? I mean, literally right now in our history, they are teaching. When I grew up, I was taught, don't treat anybody different, especially based on their skin color, because there were issues in our history where black people were treated differently. I don't want to give everybody a civics lessons here, but if you want to do the research, go back into the 1950s and 60s and find out about why black people were demanding their rights and whatever. And it's fucked up that it took that long, but whatever. It is what it is. So when I was growing up, we were always taught to don't treat anybody differently based on their skin color, their gender, or where they're from. You don't fucking do that. Oh fuck, I gotta stop, I think. Now it's the exact opposite. You turn on the news broadcast in the morning, afternoon, and evening, and they are telling you, they are preaching on those news broadcasts about how we all need to treat black people differently because of the color of their skin. So let that fucking sink in for a minute. Like, what the fuck happened? Why are we teaching people to be racist? And when it goes back to the rebel flag, if you live down south, especially if you're from the South, you grew up in the South, you understand that the rebel flag has nothing to do with race. It's a Southern thing. It's about Southern heritage, history, culture. That's what it's about. That's what the hanging rebel flag is about down there. Like I said, when you walk in the gas station down there, there's always, a whole bunch of rebel flag skull caps available, and people from all skin colors purchase them. I got news for you. People of all skin colors purchase these rebel flags. Despite what the media may tell you. I gotta jump out here. Hold on a second. I got a 5-gallon gas can back there and it doesn't have a vent. So I stuck whatever would fit in the vent and it popped out. And it's a full can. I don't want to smell fucking gas while I'm driving. Back to what I was saying. Yeah. Breaking news. People of all skin color buy Rebel Flag skull caps in the South. We all wear them. I got 2 of them while I was in St. Augustine because I haven't been down the South in so long. I ran out of them. I was wearing American flag ones, which I wear those also, just to keep the sweat off, the sweat from rolling into my eyes. So while I was in St. Augustine, I grabbed 2 of them. So I'll have those for several years to come, I'm sure. But yeah, man, that was what was on my mind this morning, and what I was thinking about while I'm getting ready to get ready. And yeah, don't be a fucking racist. Stop fucking swallowing what the mainstream media is fucking shoving in your mouth. Spit it out. Spit it out. Don't swallow it. Nah, we won't go there. Woo! God bless y'all. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.